Yeah, from Little Kim, the Queen Bee. It's ladies' night, what? It must be Angie on the mic. The butter pea, honey, got the sugar, got the spice. Roll the L tight, keep the rhymes right, yo. I just made this motherfucker up last night. And I'm the rookie on this all-star team. Me and Kim is getting cream, like Thelma and Louise, but on chrome. Never leave that Brooklyn shit alone. So if you say it's on, then it's on. Bang this in your whips, pack them Cody with the chips in the wrist. Here's a French kiss. I dismiss all you chicks. Spit 6 from the 4th, 5th, make it dance. Ow! I stay focused in the dopest, like a penny with the whole.
It's always a delight to have you join us on the program Ladies Night. My name is Amize Obaisiagun. Of course, you can call me the Empress. I'm not alone in the studio. As always, I've got two beautiful ladies who are going to be joining me today to talk about what we have to discuss today. I've got on my left the ever-glowing C. White. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Yes,
you seem so excited today.
Yes, and I think I'm going to be doing more listening and less talk today.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay, I also have on my right, I don't want to give her any preamble. Let me just call her name. Talking about Mama P in the person of Precious Uruche. How are you doing?
I don't
get it. Is it a dancing competition today?
I needed to follow her footsteps, but I've missed you.
You always say this on the show, always.
Yeah.
All right, I think I'll accept that one today without any complaints. Thank you so much. Okay, so today we're going to be looking at marriage in general. None of us is married yet, but we are going to get married someday. And you, our audience, yes, most of you are married already, so you definitely would have an idea of what we're talking about today. First off, we're going to look at joint account. Now, there's this syndrome that we tend to see in marriages: his money, her money, our money. When does it become our money? Is his money as a woman, is his money our money? That is both of you's money, or it's just his and then yours is yours, or is yours both of you's money, or both of you's money is both of you's money? What should be in a marriage? I know some people will say, do what works for you. Anything you want can be what will happen in your own relationship. It depends on how you talk with your spouse and blah, blah, blah. But let's look at the ideal. Is it okay to have something like a joint account with your partner, especially if you're married? I hear some people who are not yet married, who are planning on getting married, who are dating. They actually do this whole joint account. Maybe they pick one person's account and they put money there every month in a way of saving. Now, I don't know, is this a wise idea, especially for someone who is not yet married to the person? Do you join your money with someone else and say, this is our money? And then as a married couple, is it wise to say, okay, both the man and the woman's money joined together, put together, is their money? Or the woman should just be totally dependent on the man, and when anything she has comes to her, it is hers. But when it's his, it is theirs, or the family's own, as the case may be. I'll start off with Mama P. What do you think? Before marriage, is it okay to have something like a joint account with your partner?
Okay, let me start off this. I don't want to sound controversial today.
You always do.
But let me start with this scripture that says, and God repented when he saw the heart of man, for the heart of man was desperately wicked. Now, I think I'll applaud a joint account in marriage. Outside of marriage, to me, that is complete trash. Like, who does that? Now, there are some relationships that have lasted longer than some marriages. Let's talk about relationships that have lasted for over 7 years, right? Come on, there's some level of trust. And even at that point, you still hear people complain that he duped me. She duped me. See, experience is the best teacher, but no, learn from other people's experience, not your own experience. So I would say, fine, if we are married, whatever he's getting, not everything that he's getting is ours. My own perspective. He should have his personal savings. He should be able to go out with his friend and foot some bills. You understand? His personal, he might be coming from work and decide to get a PS5. You know, he's a man, but a particular amount of his income should be in our savings, just like me too. I don't intend to be dependent on anybody. I should have my own girl's money. You get, although there's a saying that a woman's money is for keep, while a man's money is for spending.
That's the part that we're trying to dissect today.
So,
is it supposed to be?
It's not supposed to be, but it's just, I don't know. Since they claim to be...
Okay, so you are joining them.
I'm not joining. I don't want to mix up what I'm saying. Okay, so I just feel like, let me start with saying a joint account for just a relationship to me is not ideal. Like personally, I know how much I labor to make ends meet. It will get to a certain level of trust for me to give you that, and that trust is probably when we've sworn in front of altar, so that if you do anything, God and devil and everybody's watching that you've done something. So that's just it. But for marriages, it's okay by me. Okay. Not completely, not all your income or all my income, but parts. We can just do something joint.
Okay, you made mention of duping. Okay, he duped me, she duped me. See, why don't you think that a married couple can actually dupe each other? Because you're a human being before you become a married person. So you, even though you're already married,
you're still
does it change the fact that you are a dupe if you're a dupe?
No, it doesn't change. You know,
okay.
Like my mom would always say that they don't learn left hand at old age. If you're a dupe, you're a dupe. You can't change it even if you're married. Even if you don't dupe your husband, one way or the other, you still continue to dupe people out there. But back to what we were actually saying earlier, when we talked about, when you guys were talking about joint accounts. And now, for dating, for people who are dating, a single boy and a single girl who is just trying to find true love, I will advise that you don't encourage joint accounts. You know, there's one thing about relationship. It's actually sweet, it's actually fun and yeah, lively when the both parties begin to love each other and start up new relationship, and they begin to say so many things like, I would like to buy a car one day, I would like to do this, but can't you save up? Why can't you do this? Yes, they're both sharing ideas and plans together, and along the line, they might bring up the conversation of, can we just have a joint account? For me, I think as at this time, at this stage, it's just love that is shacking them. They don't really know what it means. They just feel like we are getting along with each other. Yes, you might be so blind to know where the relationship is actually leading to, because you feel, man, he's loving me and she's loving me. She goes nowhere and he goes nowhere. So I'm just comfortable with him and her. So you just feel like, okay, good. Let's go ahead with the joint account, and you're not seeing the future. You don't even know where this relationship is actually heading to, and you begin to probably save up money together in that joint account. And you as a woman, you can't even access the joint account. Probably you can, but I'm just saying maybe you cannot access the joint account. It's just the only person that...
What's the point of you having a joint account that you can't access?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, some people are being carried away by love. Maybe the account they want to use is just for the guy, and they just feel like, let's use your own account.
If we're using your account, probably I'll take your ATM.
No, I've seen situations.
I've seen your ATM, so if you don't withdraw, and
I've seen situation where someone wants to pay me or supposed to pay for a particular item, and it was like, I don't know. Anytime we quarrel, now so she they do. She knows in her account how they use. Mama no verse. Now she owe my money. I was looking at him so stranded.
Because he doesn't have access to the money. He doesn't have access
to the account. Before God and man, I was looking at him like, what if I was someone else? What would you put all your money? He said, in my bank won't get issue. And for the save. As in, what if the money now don't reach to go Canada?
So that's exactly what I'm trying to drive at, because some people just feel, okay, we're already dating and I believe in you, I trust you.
I've seen
so
her mother.
I can just use the one account and save, and that's it.
No, seeing her mother is a ticket to a lot of stuff. No, I think, this program is also for enlightening.
Yeah, exactly.
People feel once, you don't see my mama.
I'm relaxed.
I'm relaxed.
I'm in charge.
I've seen her mother. I know her rich house. You don't know anybody.
You don't.
Please
Even
continue.
if you know the person down to in fact, the very place the person was born. You understand? That doesn't mean you know the heart. The heart is quite deep. You're just seeing the physical attitude, appearance, and all whatnot, but you're not seeing the heart. The heart can actually determine what he wants to do, but the physical appearance will not tell you anything. The heart has already carried out his thinking and planning on how to carry out the action. So for those people who are dating, I don't encourage it at all. I don't encourage it. Yeah, for married people, yeah, it's okay. I would actually say it's fine. And don't forget, when we talk about joint account, it's money being set aside by both parties, not just one person. You as the wife, you bring from your own salary. You as the husband, you bring from your own salary. You put it in that particular account. It has to me, it mustn't be one of your accounts. It has to be a separate account.
No, if you're married already, you can. There's actually an account that's called joint account in the bank.
Okay, yeah.
Because you're both married, you have to be married or business partners, if I remember correctly. Now the surnames are there, the two signatures are
everything
there,
the
phone numbers are there. If one person debits from the account, the other person has access to know that this has actually been done. A transaction was actually made through the account. So for marriage, yes, but when we talk about singles, I don't know how possible it will be.
Yeah, the line is very slim. I don't think it's going to be possible.
And also, let's even, I think this, you see cases where the wife joined with certain criminals to probably kill the husband or vice versa, just because they have a joint account and they know what the benefits
they start to benefit at the end of it.
You understand? When they start to benefit, if the partner or the spouse, marriage now is no longer there. So I feel whatever has advantage. It has. I don't know if we'll now be having privacy in marriages, but you know, see, before you got married to that man, to that woman, I feel you know who she is. Do you really know who people are?
To react to what you just said, you know, when the Empress said dupe, if couples can still dupe themselves.
It is very possible.
It is very possible. So this has to do with greed. When you're greedy, you can't try, like, you can never avoid it. It takes only the grace of God and someone who has self-control to be able to fight that spirit of greed in you. So if you're married to your partner, that's why I said the heart is deep. You feel, yes, this person, I'm compatible, we are good to go, I trust her, I know what she's capable of doing, but you don't really know this person. Despite the fact you're married doesn't mean you know everything. We can't change. Change is a constant thing, it's inevitable. So definitely, if you guys are keeping that money, if that marriage is not smooth, like everything there is not working fine, both of you don't communicate, you don't rapport well, you don't play, you don't understand each other, you don't tell yourself the truth, you don't tell yourself about the next move or your next plan. Trust me, you guys will just be saving up that money. But because you're not quite aware that I'm just saving this money and this man here doesn't even appreciate me, he doesn't even recognize the fact that I'm his wife, he doesn't even appreciate the fact that I'm in this house struggling with him and all that. So good, let's keep saving this money. One day, I will tell him that he has no access to that money. That is where greed begins to come up. And you get to hear the partner, either the guy or the man or the woman, begins to think negative to eliminate her husband, or the husband trying to eliminate his, you know, things like that. But all the same, if you're married, it is very, very important to have a joint account. At least, like when they say his money, our money. Yes. My mom once told me something that if you really want to achieve things in life, don't always eat everything your husband gives to you. He will definitely receive his salary. He will give me something. You understand? He will still like save up something. So that little one he gives to me, I believe I should save that one. Then my own salary, I bring it out for use. That's exactly what she told me. Because each time my daddy comes back from work, my dad is someone that probably whenever he comes back from work on a weekly basis, he drops something. And I'll see my mom. She will just tie that one, throw it somewhere. So I was forced to ask her, Mom, why are you always keeping this money that daddy gives to you, but you use them to buy something? I said, those ones I'm keeping there, they are for emergencies, like for unforeseen plans. So whenever he does not have it to give me at that particular time and I feel I want to use it, or there is something very urgent that the family wants to sort out and the money's not open, I'll just quickly go there and bring it down. I said, so you're saving that one. You should be using your husband's money and not your own money now. So I think our money, sorry, his money, our money. I don't really told that line, but I know.
No,
yeah.
I told that line.
But indirectly, that's what your mom is doing.
No, like for me, my mom is just saving
He
that.
actually
So
gives her money. Is the money meant for her, or it's meant for the house? Because, for instance,
for me, I think what my dad was actually doing, I won't say is just for her upkeep and all that. My dad just come back and he doesn't even, madam, he doesn't even specify. Just
because in some families we see that the man says, okay, this is money for the month for the house upkeep. That's what they call it. Maybe he gives her 50,000. That's for the month. That's what she uses to cook. That's what she uses to get maybe cleaning items in the house, soap, and stuff like that. So in some homes they do that. The man just comes and gives. This is house upkeep money. So I don't know, that particular one now that's house upkeep money, can we also say that the woman should save it and then use her salary?
it
No,
depends.
as
She
in-
must
see,
have some savings.
Whatever you want to use. See, I'm completely of the opinion that a woman's money is for keep. Why a man's money?
I asked you this question
for-
earlier and you said no, you're not towing that line.
I just
But
thought
you-
about when Siwa was talking, I have
You had
rights
a
to
rethink.
rethink. I had a rethink. A woman's money is for keep. A man's money, even for church, anything can happen.
Yeah.
If you just see one girl change mind, you see that's how I've placed my mind on men, and vice versa. I've seen women run out of church or say they're not the married. One thing just pinch.
Even inside car.
You understand? So
Drop me here.
You just drop me here. I'm not doing. You know.
That sounds like a movie.
So that's it. So I just feel like getting those stuffs ahead of time is unnecessary expectation and heart stress. Just let it flow. When the
Okay.
time comes, you will get probably something better or even that same exact.
Well, for me, I don't have issues with that.
It's fine.
Yeah, you know, I have this mindset that, okay, not mindset, it's really something that has been happening where you get to see expecting mothers who are really eager to have babies. They tell them to buy baby clothes. Just stock it. I tell you, just keep it in your house.
So that one is for expectation.
No, it's same thing.
Marriage, you're expecting the boy to.
Yeah, to get married
Yeah.
to you. You can also turn sour along the line.
No, even if it turns out with this guy, it will not turn out with whoever
Exactly.
you eventually
Why do I
get
It's
married
same
to.
thing.
Guys,
You're both expecting. For you to, what
superstitious.
motivated you to
How?
go get those things?
Having the baby clothes stuck up in the house.
No, for those people, it's okay. I want a child, so maybe
Yeah.
if I put baby things in the house, God would see that I'm ready for
So,
this child.
they'll just,
yeah.
you know,
But
it
in terms
happens
of
though.
marriage, everybody is going to get married, hopefully.
Not
not-
everybody. Sorry
I
to say
said
this.
hopefully.
Marriage is
Not-
not for everybody.
It's
Yeah.
not for everybody, but if your mind is okay, I'm going to get married, and I think you already have that agreement with God, I don't see why you won't get married.
No, like
Eventually, it may take time. Yes, I've seen people who are at 50, that's when they decided to get married.
Yeah.
I've actually attended a wedding. The woman was 52 or so. She still got married. It's not like, probably it's not the person she wanted to get married to initially, maybe when she was 25 or 26.
Yeah.
But she still got married at the end of the day. So it's something that was certain for her. She definitely
now,
will get married.
Dear Empress, let me say this: something you got when you were 26.
But for a baby,
years.
it's not compulsory.
Okay.
To a
but
large extent, it is very difficult
let me say
to
this.
say it must happen.
Now you got. Definitely, it will happen if God wants it. You
yes.
can actually give
No,
birth to a
eh,
baby
that's
at
if-
the age of 70, if God permits.
That's what I'm saying. But it's not. It's possible that you will not.
It's still
You can get
possible you will
married.
not get married at the age of 50, 52, 60.
Marriage is not. I don't know how to.
No,
put
the
this.
Empress, I totally disagree with you on
You're
this.
not getting
It
where I'm
is
coming
a-
from. That's
okay,
why.
probably you
For
don't get
marriage,
it.
you don't have to love the person. You don't have to have any feelings for. You guys can just decide. Let's get married, and you can divorce tomorrow. Marriage is a contract. I'm sorry for using that word because a lot of people feel it's a covenant. It's a, I don't know, understanding.
Okay.
But it can be a contract. We can. Precious and I can decide we want to get married.
You can also be in contract
It-
with God. I just want this child.
Okay. That's
Yes.
with God now.
Yes.
Forget about. Let's remove God. Let's remove
Okay,
any
let's
divine.
be human.
Yes, let's just be human. You cannot create a baby by yourself.
No.
It depends on how I don't know how to put this now.
Okay, the Empress.
One way or the other,
I,
it still has to depend on God when it's pregnancy. It
okay,
has to depend
let's
on
not
God.
argue more on this.
God has to be the one to let it happen.
Let's
But
not argue
for
more on
marriage,
this.
you can-
The Empress.
Unless
I believe
you
for
just shoot
children,
dead.
if God permits it to happen, you can actually take in, especially when you're married.
If God permits.
Yes.
But
And if
with
God
marriage,
permits,
God may not
as a
permit you,
single
but
woman,
you can do it.
you can actually get married if it is God's will for you.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Okay.
If that's what you're
There are
saying
people,
now.
what she's trying to say, there
You
are
can
people
just do it.
on their own that
They just get married without loving the
without
person.
God's will. You hear people say that he wasn't your husband, he's not your husband. That's
But you married
breaking
him.
God's will. And then you see the marriage having chaos and all that. You say he wasn't your rightful husband.
But there's nothing like it's
So
also your child.
what she's
It's
trying
your
to
child.
say is, without God's will, people go out and just do certain things. Especially in marriage, now you can just wake up one morning,
And
one
decide
person
to
that-
marry.
Now I want to marry. Do you understand? Although we believe that whatever is happening has been predestined by God, or God sees all, but there are some things
Well,
you
not
just.
every
But for
time.
children,
Yeah.
she's saying if God doesn't specifically give you a child, you cannot just wake up and say I want a child.
It's not
Yeah.
possible.
It's not possible, except God just.
Now, I think you made it
see,
easy for me now, because the Empress
you
was trying to, like, turn my
no,
head
that's what
upside
she's
down.
I
trying.
was
That's
just
what
But
about
I'm
no,
to say.
now I think I understand better, but all the same. Whatever God wants for you.
You're still stressing on the God factor. God has
No.
given us the freedom to do what we want. But when it comes to bearing of children, when it comes to taking in, it's not your
Okay,
freedom.
I agree
You
with
can
you.
have sex all you like, but nothing will happen.
Yeah, I can understand.
Do you
exactly
understand?
what-
But
So let
with
me answer
marriage,
your
you
question,
can decide
Brian.
to get married and it will happen.
Let me answer your question. We're saying that getting things before your
Ahead of
wedding
time.
ahead of time is it a problem? To me, it is not a problem. If you decide to. So far, you're already seeing the future with that person. But even if you're not
I
seeing...
think you're talking from the faith angle.
No, yes, from the first
I'm
angle
not
now,
talking about
I
the
want,
faith
it's going to
angle.
be a two-way thing for
I'm
me.
talking about this is what I want
No,
in
I'm
my
trying to make
wedding.
it a two-way thing for me. If you're already seeing future with this man and you feel like, let me just begin to get these things to make it easy for myself, there's no problem. But it is not a bad idea at all to buy the things you like ahead of your wedding. You already have dreams, you already have vision, there are some certain things you really want to wear on that day, and you're seeing them, and you have the money. Nothing stops from buying them. Even if it does not work with the person you're with, it doesn't change anything. The most important thing is that you've gotten what you want and you like it.
I feel it's just stress. See,
It's just stress.
it's
In a
just-
way, I feel it's a reduction of stress. Rather than rushing and planning and
It's not by rushing.
cracking
If I
your
know,
head
we've
eventually.
already spoken about getting married 2020. I know sometime in 2020 we are going to tie the knot. Then I can start seeing things I like. Right now, yes, I'm due for marriage, but I don't think I've seen anything I like. I don't think I've ever
But that's-
mentioned in my head that I would have loved to use this for my wedding. I've not ever pictured.
Because you've never planned
sincerely,
your whole
I've
wedding
not sat down to think about
about
my
it, that's
wedding.
why.
I was amazed when Empress was saying
I'm
from
serious.
age 7,
Seven.
she's been pictured.
Very fine
It's
book. I
only
need to
when
show
I
you.
tell you that I wanted to go to church, I said to be on a flight, fantasy talk. Maybe I saw something, you understand? I just saw something, watched a movie, and hormones just react in my head, and I'm like excited. I just made this. I've not sat on my own right now.
You
the way
think
we're-
about it or write down
to
anything.
think or see one material and say I don't know how it feels. I would like to know.
Oh, please, I think you
but-
give it a try.
Okay, to just see something and say, imagine girls.
But you can't force it. It has to come from the inside.
Yeah.
I'm not really...
Everybody's different because the way you're saying
Yeah.
now, I'm like, eh? If you check my Instagram page,
Yeah.
I have saved. I have
No, I think
special
I can attest to
kits.
that one.
Anything I see that I like and I'm like, okay, this would be nice for my wedding, I'll just put it there. Not as if I'm actually planning for a wedding now. You get,
Okay.
it's probably not this year, maybe next year. But the fact is,
Eventually.
I have something there already. So another day I can go back and look at it, or when eventually it comes, it's time for me to start preparing for the wedding, I can check that this and I'm like, okay, I actually picked this one then. Do I think I still need it? That's how I see it though. And I've been doing this since like I said, since I was 7. I still have the book and I have such a beautiful handwriting. You need to look at that
I think we
book.
shouldn't talk about that right now.
No. I'm actually, it's
I would like to see
amazing.
them.
Seriously, for
no,
me,
I would
looking
like
back
to see
and
those
saying,
beautiful handwriting that you're talking
I'll
about.
get the book for you, don't worry.
Aw.
But the fact is, sitting back and looking at how I was so little and already thinking like this.
I've not really ever.
Well,
ever.
everyone is
I feel
different.
challenged. You understand?
No, you don't
So
have to. Everybody's
probably I'm
different.
going
Your
to
own
be-
mindset is different.
I'm going to
from
be
mine.
conscious
Yeah,
about
you have to. You,
it.
you have to start thinking about your wedding day, the kind of cloth. You know, I told you something one day. I can't
And I
wait to
think
buy you a
now
sweater.
I understand the irritation in my. Oh, I know. I will make sure my dad is. I don't know. I'll just apologize to him. Now I understand the irritation in his face.
Yeah.
If he's watching this right now, he will be happy you get girls are saying this to me, because whenever he comes to talk about marriage, like, how far? I'll not bring my quota. See, Daddy, I'm not saying they are not disturbing me, but I'm busy. Okay, I will. But you know, when he brings that pressure, the way it irritates me and ikes me.
Nobody's pressuring me. I've not even
No,
experienced that thing
I think
at all.
you even think about it on your own. Me,
No.
they are helping me to think
That's what I'm
think
saying.
about it.
Why are they
and
not
it's-
helping me too? I'm not understanding. I don't even talk to them about it.
No.
Except
You
my
show
mom.
Wow.
signs that
But-
you show signs or say things that make them know
Release.
if they her mind.
Yeah.
Me, I know they show that sign or anything. You know they
Now,
walk as in I'm
You're
being real
business
here.
conscious. Like, I want
We
to be
didn't
on
say
the
you
move.
should bring that.
But that's why. What else is making you busy?
Now, Mama P, please, I think I have to beg on your dad's behalf here.
I beg.
Please.
We need
You better-
grandchildren.
You better start thinking towards that angle. You don't have to tell him that.
It's crazy.
What's he going to do with the pictures you're showing him?
I said no. You,
Mama P, please now, give me a sweatbean. I need to wear it. I'm preparing a crazy style for.
oh, we're wearing for amazing. I already have a staff for
Please,
amazing.
please, you don't need crazy. See, my church.
Please,
You
after
must be
church.
decent. No, there's nothing like after
I'm
church.
going to stand
You have
outside,
to
you
be
know
the
me.
same
We'll stand
inside
outside to
and-
reception
no, I
because
have
my
to stand
gele will not
outside.
even pass the doors.
Anybody
of
that
that
didn't come for the church service will not come at all.
Is that right?
So you just go and be decent.
let-
Ladies' night, we have our
let-
canopy.
let me know,
Just the 4 of us or 5
One
of
thing
us.
about me is that
No,
I told her,
everyone
I'm
who has
going
ever been
to-
on this show will be
Yes,
there.
we
by
have
God's
our
grace.
canopy.
All right, I think we need to start rounding off. Enough talk about marriage.
Yeah.
This has been really, really awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here today. C. White and of course Mama P. My name is Ameze Obai Siagbon, the Empress. You can call me that. We'll be here again next time, so do well to join us.